Hello, hello. When you come in, please say hello and tell me where you're coming in from. And that way I know you can hear me and I know you're here. So we'll wait just a couple of minutes while people roll in. Tell me hello. Just give me a quick shout out when you come in. Let me know you can hear me and who you are and where you're from. And we'll get going shortly as soon as I get some feedback. So somebody give me some feedback, even if it's just a thumbs up. Give me some feedback. I'm going to talk about some things here today that we really need to think deeply on. Looks like we have several people in the room. No one's giving me any feedback. There we go. Hey, David. Hey, Margaret. Margaret's on our live, Bersabeh. Nice to have you here. Hey, Brett. So I'm going to get started. Hey, Todd. I'm going to get started here because I want to pose a question to you. And I want you to think deeply and profoundly about this question. What have you allowed yourself? Hey, Ruby. Got some of our Project Stay Home members dialing in here. Looking forward to Thursday night. I just put a live, by the way, just for members of Project Stay Home in your online community. So make sure you check that out if you're a member. What have we allowed ourselves to become? Now, I want you to think about this because Marines have a saying. You know, I like a lot of the Marine sayings because Marines are committed. I don't agree with war. I think war is a very low-level vibration. It's a very low level of response. And yet, I like the discipline and the commitment of the Marines and what it takes. And if you know anything about the Marines, Anthony, what's up, my man? Then you know that they're very, very disciplined, and it's very difficult to be in the Marines. One of my favorite sayings of the Marines is embrace the suck. And they tell each other, embrace the suck. Because sometimes, things that we're going through just plain suck. And you can't turn it into roses. It just plain sucks. And so when you embrace the suck, then it automatically begins to shift. Does that make sense to you? And maybe you can relate to this right now. But at the end of the day, that's not why I'm here to talk about this. The Marines also have a commitment that they are going to leave no fellow soldier behind. Now, if you know anything about the Marines, they will literally charge into gunfire to get one of their fellow Marines out of harm's way. They will not leave that brother on the battlefield. And that's very noble. It's extremely noble. And so I ask you to consider the question again, what have we allowed ourselves to become? Because look at what's going on right now. What kind of heinous fear virus, and the real virus, I've told you time and time again, the major virus is the mental virus that spread across the planet in a nanosecond. Much faster than any coronavirus spread. The mental virus of pure fear spread across the entire planet in just a matter of 2 weeks. And so because we have allowed ourselves to become these small little groveling, sniveling clods of ailments and frailty, because we have self-identified ourselves with this physical body, man, I could riff on that one for days, and maybe I will, we are living in fear. And so again, Marines, leave no fellow soldier behind. Charge into gunfire, if necessary, to save your brother. Look at what's happening, though. Who have we become to let the elderly die by themselves? Who have we become to let the young children die alone? Because we're so afraid that we might be infected with a virus that might kill us. Well, look, you can't be killed. You can't. Now, of course, your physical body is going to die at some point, and so is mine. But that's not who you are. And, I can back this up. If you follow me, I can back this up with quantum physics. Physics tells us that nothing, hey, Celia, nothing is solid. That's one of the great lies we've been conditioned into, that everything is solid, that this body is solid, that this water bottle is solid, that the phone or the laptop or the notebook or the computer, the desktop you're watching this on is solid. None of it is solid. And traditional science wants to say that everything is made up of atoms, and we fool ourselves into thinking that the atom is solid. It's not solid either. If you go all the way down to the subatomic level under a high-power microscope, there's 99.999% space in the atom, the basic building block of all of this third-dimensional reality. If you were to put all the solid matter of this physical reality on all together, take out all the space, and I'm talking about all the planets, all the people, all the plants, all the animals, the rocks, the trees, everything. Take all the space out of it and put it into a ball on together, and this is all the solid matter minus the space. It would fit on the head of a pen. You are a field of consciousness. Hey, Miranda. You are a field of consciousness operating in a larger field of consciousness. Now, you can call that whatever you like. A lot of the religious or spiritual traditions will call that God. You can call it universal intelligence. Science calls it the 0-point field or the plenum. It doesn't matter what you call it. But you are connected to it, and it is connected to you. We've been taught that God lives in you. At some level, shape, or form, you've heard that God lives in you. But it's just as true that you live in God. And so, who have we allowed ourselves to become? We've bought so many lies. We think that we're our bank account. We think that we're our job. We think that we're our body. We think that it matters what kind of car we drive. We think that it matters, I got to have an airplane. Nobody needs an airplane. Please. What are all those people doing right now who have an airplane? They're scrambling because it's nothing more than a heavy monthly payment that they can't even use sitting on a runway. And it's not solid either. Are you with me on this? But we have allowed ourselves to be conditioned. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. When would now be the time to wake up? Because it's not your fault, because since the time you were born, you were conditioned. From the moment, and we could argue even in your mother's womb, but let's just say from the moment that you were birthed into this third dimensional reality, you were conditioned by other people. And now fast forward 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it is, and if you're really honest with yourself, what you begin to recognize, hey, Sandy's a member of our Project Stay Home too. I just put a live video in your online group for people who are members. Make sure and check that out. But nonetheless, we've been conditioned since the time you were birthed from your mother's womb, if not sooner, into this third dimensional reality. And everything, now fast forward 20, 30, hey Andrew, 20, 30, 40, 50 years into the future from your birth. And congratulations, Susan. Thank you. And if you're really honest with yourself, and there is no value in lying to yourself, right? If you're really honest with yourself, every single thing you believe, every single thing you think, every single thing that you might feel is something that was gifted to you as an unsolicited gift at a very early age. Every single thing you believe, every single thing you think, every single thing that you do, every single thing you go after is something that you've been told. But here's the reality. You were told that by someone who was told that. By someone who was told that, by someone who was told that, by someone who was told that. Back to God knows when. Your traditional school system told you what to do. And if you didn't do it, you got sent to detention. If you didn't do it, you didn't get good grades. As the more you conformed and complied, the better you were rewarded in the third dimension. Are you with me on this? You've been told, grow up and get a good job. No, get a good education, and then get a good job, and then get married and have 2.5 kids. I don't know how you get the 0.5, but nonetheless, and get a little house, and get a little bread and a little circus, a little entertainment, and you will be successful. You will be happy. You will be fulfilled. Yeah, right. How's that working out? That's a formula for slavery. A lot of people want to say, I'm free. Are you? Because free thinkers right now are getting shut down. Are you with me on this? I can't tell you how many of my posts have been taken down. I can't tell you how I've been blocked. I can't tell you, and my wife Bersabeh as well. I can't tell you how many times, how much heat I've taken from on my posts when I'm encouraging you to think for yourself. I'm encouraging you to set yourself free. I'm encouraging you to stop serving the shadow gods and to wake up and remember who you are. I mean, how sad is it that we're so afraid that we're letting, our families and young children die in the hospital by themselves because, oh my God, I might get a virus, I might get infected, oh my God, come on, guys. It's time. I want you to think. And think deeply. You might not agree with me. That's okay. I don't need you to agree with me. I really don't. Because I'm at a point in my life journey where I got nothing to lose. I'm look at the industry of leadership performance, personal development. How many people in that industry are coming out and telling you to think for yourself, are telling you to think differently? Why? Because they think they have something to lose. But you see, the thing that I lost all the way back in 2009 was my own illusion. The thing that I lost was my sleepwalking. And so I got nothing to lose. Because none of that stuff matters to me anymore. What matters to me is the truth. What matters to me, thank you, Krista. Likewise, right back at you, sweetheart. What matters to me and to Bersabeh, who just got mentioned. You want to come say hello, Bersabeh? Are the things that are truth, are the things that are beautiful, are the things that can't be lost or taken away. Because let me promise you this, and I learned this in spades in 2009-10. Hey, Mike. Mike's a member of Project Stay Home too. I guess Bersabeh's probably listening to music. Can you hear me, Bear? He's probably jamming to something in her headset, which is the norm. But nonetheless, what we learned in 2009 is that the only thing that has true and lasting value is that which cannot be lost or taken away. If it can be lost or taken away, it has no value. And the only thing that can't be lost or taken away are not things outside of you. all these things, these little things you see around me, they're nice. They're nice reminders of my spiritual quest, and yet they can be gone in a nanosecond. In a matter of 60 days, I lost a $20+ million portfolio empire. 60 days. So, did I really ever have it? No. Is it really that valuable if it can go away in 60 days? Just a few heartbeats? No. But the only thing that can't be lost or taken is what you are, who you are inside. You're not a physical body. You have a physical body. You're 99.99999% space. You are organized bacteria. This body, not you. Let me correct myself. This body is organized bacteria. There's more bacteria in your body than there are cells. And so if you're spraying things down and, being oh so careful not to get a virus or a bacteria, well, guess what's happening to your immune system? You take antibiotics. Guess what you're doing? Killing bacteria. Who you're killing? You're killing yourself. There's so many lies, guys. I don't have time to get into them here today. But look, if you're ready to learn the truth, and more importantly, live the truth, then I want to thank you for tuning in here, and I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to make an investment in yourself, an investment that is less than HBO. $13.97 a month. You can get live Zoom coaching, and we have several of our members here who have weighed in. And maybe you guys, want to weigh in and just give us a thumbs up or tell us, what you're experiencing there, because we're playing big. And we're doing live Zoom coaching and teaching around the world every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we have people from all over the world outside the country. So please don't let that be an excuse for you. Because if you happen to miss a live session, we record all of them. And so you can catch the recording. You're not going to miss out. And we have over 200 hours of previously recorded sessions that you can binge on instead of Netflix, which will bring you a tremendous ROI, which will transform your life. And so, anyway, you can click the link above my head. Facebook won't allow me to link. I'm blocked. Go figure. Freedom of speech. But you can get to my website, jamesarthurray.com. Click on store. And then the first thing that comes up is Project Stay Home. We've removed all barriers to entry because we want to support you during this time and moving forward. We want to help you reinvent. We want to help you tool up. We want to help you wake up. We want to help you remember who you really are. And so I want to thank you for your time today. See, Krista, you will love being in an environment with so many brilliant minds. I suggest everyone joins. Yeah, likewise. I look forward to it every Thursday. It's coming up. We have a big plan for you this Thursday night. So check out the live that's only exclusive to the online group, Krista and all the rest of you. Anyway, love you lots. I really pray that this has been helpful. And it's time. It's time to stop living in fear and to take your power back. Have a masterful day. God bless.